What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Border Battle Podcast. My name's Miles.
I'm Jack.
What's up, guys? I'm Max. Good to be back.
Yes, welcome back. Today we got maybe a shorter episode. We're not sure yet. We're going to be talking about a couple parlays that we're going to be putting in just to spice it up a little bit. And then our main segment is going to be giving our top five NBA contenders for each conference as we kind of head into that kind of final stretch of the season. So we'll each give our top five lists. Be sure to follow us and leave a like or a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, comment on Instagram, and check out the merch, which link is in the Instagram bio.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
All right. This toast
Good.
isn't too loud, is it?
It's not that bad.
Okay. Good.
I don't know. We never talked about the Super Bowl, you know.
Yeah, me
This, I didn't watch last week's podcast, so
Me and
maybe
Will covered it in about
okay.
a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and we're like, okay, it was pretty hype, and then moved on.
It was not pretty hype. I would
It was
disagree.
hype in that it was like the Super Bowl, and so
Sure, I guess.
there.
I guess, bro.
All right, bro. Here we go with the semantics, bro. Fries.
We're not catching the drift or no. Guys, I'm literally Jonah Hill. That was meant to be hilarious.
That was super.
No, that thanks, bro. No, it was lame as hell, bro. Like we were like asleep until like the fourth quarter for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, I barely remember that stuff anymore. I'm not gonna lie. Like Kenneth Walker went off.
That's
There was a
valid.
lot. There was a lot of kicking, and Sam Darnold played fine. Is what I really remember.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right, elite podcasting, bro. We're getting we're getting the rust off right now.
I have okay. I have a guess a trade proposition for you guys, for you Vikings fans.
Okay.
This isn't on my behalf, but this is on the
is like some
Bengals.
Joe Burrow stuff.
This is on the Bengals' behalf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I know
obviously
he's
you
been
get Joe
loading this up
Burrow.
for like 3 weeks.
We're getting Joe Burrow. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Nothing involves
And then I am the Bengals, and I really want JJ McCarthy, and I also want Dallas Turner, and I want 2 firsts on top of that.
Sure.
If you
Absolutely.
really want JJ McCarthy, it's because you think something of him. So we're not going to give up those firsts.
The Bengals are known for their good management decisions. Yes.
If you say you want, they'll give you Joe Burrow, or they will give us Joe Burrow, and we have to give up anything other than JJ or Justin Jefferson. I'm saying yes.
Okay. Would you not trade Justin Jefferson straight up for Joe Burrow?
Probably not. Integrity of the game, like
I would. Also, okay, I feel like you kind of have to, just for like giving, like, the Bengals have no one except Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. Like, that's like their whole team. Like, that'd be like the funniest team. Like, that'd be the funniest team composition of all time. I feel like you would have to do it just for that.
Yeah, bro.
that is how trades work.
We're making trades just for funny rosters.
Like, okay, and also you would be better. Also, I think you would be better off. I mean, you know,
probably.
No, I don't think the Vikings could do that. I mean,
I don't know if like salary cap
we've
would work or
been
anything.
doing like the last 5 years is building around Justin Jefferson, just to give him what he's worth and make his skills valuable, even more than they already are. I don't think it makes sense to trade your one and only franchise player for
a franchise player.
Joe
who's
Burrow
at
coming
the
off
most
an injury.
important position in the sport. I get the injury concerns. That's like the main thing with Joe Burrow, like the main problem, obviously. But
This isn't. But you just don't do it
And
because
obviously,
of
what do we
how
do at
much.
receiver? Like, who's going to catch any of his passes?
Jordan Addison, Doug. What? Like he doesn't need the.
We're
I
not
mean,
concerned about any of the
obviously the weapons are like a little
repetitive off the field concerns and
with
the
Addison.
potential of just him leaving anyway.
I mean, a
And
little.
he's
I mean,
not a wide receiver
it's
one.
not like you couldn't.
He's not a
I
wide
think
receiver.
Addison would be a fine wide receiver one.
And we still don't have a tight end, and our receiving back is like 35. It would be like literally has nobody to throw the ball to. And Justin Jefferson is
Literally.
like the heart and soul
Jalen
of
Naylor is not that bad.
Yeah, but Jalen Naylor, I'm seeing his contract prediction, and that shit is absurd.
I'm just saying, I think the offense would be better if
you trade away Randy Moss, dog.
I mean, they just let him walk in free agency, didn't they? To the Raiders, or maybe
Dude,
I don't know.
know.
Maybe I don't remember if they traded.
I believe so. I don't think we got anything.
The Raiders traded him to New England.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's not like I think the Vikings. I don't know if the Vikings would take that. I guess it is such like a leap, but I think you have to just off of positional value. Like, like, do you not think you make the playoffs last year if you have Joe Burrow playing quarterback? Okay, I guess he was hurt.
I think
so. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Do you think we make the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow instead of Justin Jefferson?
I think you have a better chance.
Yeah, that's not a yes. So no, it's not.
I mean, obviously, it's not just like a fucking yes. I mean, I
think it could be a yes.
He could have the best team around him, and they could still lose. Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, no shit. Everyone could just still lose, but no, we're not.
You'd be among the top 3 favorites in the NFC.
Okay, we're forgetting that like Justin Jefferson is like a Minnesota grown player. Like we drafted him. We're not like they're players that you draft at like a later, like a mid-20s, and they turn out to be the best player in the league. You don't just trade them away. Like even if Anthony Edwards, we could get like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for him. We're not trading him for that because it's just like Minnesota's where he wants to be. And it's like,
no,
I feel the same way
about you can wrap that up. I'm trading Jordan Love for like Justin Herbert. I'm sorry. If I was a Packers,
as Justin Jefferson.
Well, obviously that's not what I'm saying, but like I'm saying is that if you give me like an upgrade, I mean, some people think Jordan Love is better than Justin Herbert. Obviously, I don't. But like, after their most recent playoff performances, I would still say yes. I don't know. I don't think just because you drafted them means you're like obligated to like keep them.
Yeah, I don't think he fully said that well. Just because he,
I would. I mean, dude, if I'm operating the Timberwolves,
clearly means something. Not about like something more than just who he is to the franchise.
Yes,
it's more than just who he is as a player. Then
it's like what he means
to the franchise. Like he is the entirety of the franchise. He is the entirety of the fan base. He like actually cares about the community. It makes zero sense. Like the Minneapolis would like unironically riot if Justin Jefferson got traded.
That's what I was trying to say. Like it's not just
that's like genuine. It would be delusional as hell.
They wouldn't riot if he got traded for Joe Burrow.
Yes,
they would riot if it was like a Luka Doncic deal. If it was like a Luka Doncic deal, then sure. But Minneapolis is rioting for other reasons, Doug. they have more important things to attend to.
I believe that there are players to a franchise that a city would riot around no matter who you trade them for. And I think Justin Jefferson is one of those players.
I agree.
You don't it's very much a line of like emotional decision making that like I don't really agree with, but like yeah.
I know you don't agree with that, but there's just like there's so many emotional fans out there that just like that's just how they watch sports is like
obviously.
That emotional tie to them.
Which probably.
But as the organization, I think you need to like kind of ignore the noise of the fans and what they think, and make the decisions.
With all due respect, in this hypothetical scenario, that's just like not.
Yeah, we got away from the point.
People just aren't going to go to the games. Like no, like it's Justin
Jefferson
we're talking about here. He's like top 5.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna boycott the games because you traded for a top 5 quarterback who's like 28.
Dude, are you? All right, bro.
When did you become such a big Joe Burrow blazer? When did you become a Joe Burrow
world that we're living in? We're like trading for Joe Burrow makes you like
right.
I'm not a Joe Burrow fan like at all, but I'm saying it.
Like I mean, I guess if Joe Burrow
a top 5
like
quarterback with like
is a
He's like,
make or break for us as like a Super Bowl contender, then I guess there's like maybe an argument, but that's just like not the scenario. Like our offense is
it's
like
not exactly not. I mean, what an
he would be
offensive
the only player on
offense.
offense anyway. Like it's 1-for-1, only player on offense. So like it really doesn't do anything.
I think they'd be fine. I think the offense would still be above average if you do that, right?
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Bro,
If
I
you
just like you
okay,
don't trade. You're
like,
like,
would you rather have J.J. McCarthy throwing to Justin Jefferson or Joe Burrow throwing to Jordan Addison? Like, I know who the fuck I'm taking,
Dude,
right?
I'm not like disagreeing with like the entire scenario, but you like don't go trading around your like
exactly.
franchise
Joe
player.
Burrow might
Like
be a better player.
like you don't do that.
You
Yes.
don't, because GMs are scared. They're scared to lose their job, and that is risky.
No, you
Sure.
don't trade
And
away.
also, because why would the fuck? I mean, obviously, you just can't do that anyways. Because why the fuck would? Yeah,
But
usually they're like a little past their prime,
right now you
and
don't
like
have anyone
whatever.
who's nearly as much as a fan favorite and franchise player as much as Justin Jefferson, so you
Well,
just
yeah.
can't
I mean,
compare.
he's like a top 10 player in the league. I'm not arguing that that's not the case, but
Actually, he's number 92 per the NFL Players Association or whatever it was.
that was just
Alrighty.
PFF based off of their grades from last season, which was I thought was fine. TBH,
Right.
he didn't have a good season for his standards.
All right, so let's get some weekly highlights.
Okay, I guess the
But
point was.
W rage bait by Jack
I guess
there.
the
Taking up
point. The
10 minutes
point
of our time
was
for a load of bullshit.
JJ McCarthy. Like what would you give up to get Joe Burrow? I guess would you give up like 5 firsts?
Fuck no.
I don't think you can trade 5 firsts in the NFL. You can only trade 3 years out.
No, I agree. You can only give up 3. Well, you could give 5 if you have like extra picks, but I don't know how many
Dallas
firsts you
Turner
guys
is
have in
like
the next 3
first,
years.
I guess.
I feel like the situation around JJ McCarthy and the Vikings quarterback room is overblown. I don't think he's gonna be that bad again. He ended the season well. He had he obviously was historically bad. Like what, I don't know, weeks up anything up until like week 14, he was like historically bad.
Anything where he was actually healthy.
I think he was in his head. I don't think it's going to be that bad again. I think he'll be able to not carry the offense, but keep it afloat as much as he needs to.
I don't view it as like an indictment
overblown.
on JJ McCarthy so much as like there's like a top 5 quarterback who's like below 30 comes available in like a trade, possibly.
Bro. Nothing, bro. Nothing.
He comes available in like a trade, possibly. Like that, like never happens. Like that's like that's such a rare situation. And when you like the biggest hole on your team is quarterback, like it does, pose the question. I mean,
I don't know. I still think it's very low key.
As a Packer fan, what I don't want you guys to do is trade for Joe Burrow. Like that is like my biggest. I would hate to see happen. That is the thing I'd least want to see happen in the offseason is you guys trade for Joe Burrow. Like that would make my life hell as a Packer fan.
Because like quarterback at the end of the day is the position that you need the most to win a Super Bowl. And so while I get what you're saying, Max, about like the JJ McCarthy situation, I actually think this might be a situation where it's actually not that overblown. I still am really worried about that, like, the weeks up to week 14 when he was actually healthy, which is another issue that has been coming up over the past 2 years. That I don't know if I can trust JJ McCarthy to like win us a Super Bowl. And I know that's like everyone wants to win a Super Bowl or whatever, but I think you have to have a top 5 or at least fringe top 5 quarterback to win a Super Bowl, unless you have like one of the
what do we think Darnold
greatest
is?
defenses.
Oh, okay.
I literally was about to say, like one of the greatest defenses. Like,
yeah, my bad.
Yeah, maybe Brian Flores can foster that, but like you at least have to have JJ McCarthy playing at a Sam Darnold level, and he's not at that level at all. So yeah, I do agree with Jack that I think you do trade for Joe Burrow at all costs if he does become available, with that one whatever.
Except
not Justin Jefferson is what I'm trying to say. Caveat, the minor caveat.
Right.
Yeah, I mean they wouldn't be asking for him anyways. So. I think it would just come down to like Dallas Turner, JJM, and probably 3 firsts on top of that. What do we think Dallas Turner's worth? Probably about a first, and then JJ McCarthy. I don't know, like a third, second maybe. So that's like almost 5.
Dallas Turner started.
And obviously, JJ McCarthy is basically worthless to you if you do have Joe Burrow. So
Yeah, I think Dallas Turner started to outplay his draft position. I think he's turning into a more higher end asset than what
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
was drafted at. But I do feel like that kind of outweighs then the JJ
I
McCarthy.
don't know where GMs would value him.
Yeah.
But I would kind of expect a first because like he has some high upside. He definitely improved a lot last season, but he's not like I don't know, bordering on like a top 10 edge rusher or anything, you know. But anyways, we can we can
Why don't we just do like Jonathan Grenard then, and
That's
like
the one I've seen.
because
I've
one
seen
first?
he's
yeah.
older.
I've seen Grenard, McCarthy, and two
And I don't
firsts.
know. This doesn't seem to very help the Bengals. Like the Bengals probably want someone younger to build around defensively, but who knows?
Okay, but again, we don't really care about the Bengals.
Yeah, but you do need to give them an offer that they'd actually take, unlike Grenard, JJ McCarthy, and two first, because that's like an offensively bad offer. That's like what the Packers gave up
What?
for Parsons.
It
Wait,
worked though.
what?
I mean, but also that is the offer that I've been seeing.
How?
So
What did you not just say? Did you not just say JJ McCarthy, Jonathan Grenard, and two firsts?
Yeah, that would be an offensively bad offer for
How
Joe
is
Burrow.
that?
how is Dallas
That's like
Turner
this.
making that such a much a
Dallas
better
Turner's
offer?
Dallas Turner's better.
Right.
No,
That's where I'm at.
I think he's way more enticing than Jonathan Grenard.
no. Well,
Didn't
yeah,
Jonathan Grenard not have a particularly good year?
Jonathan
no,
Grenard is still like a top 10 edge rusher.
yeah.
What? Okay. Maybe I need to study up
Older.
on Jonathan
Like if
Grenard.
anything, like he's way better right now, but he's older. Like that's the like trade off. Like I don't think the value is that far off. Besides the contract.
Right.
Regardless, Dallas Turner is more valuable to the Bengals because of his youth, and obviously if they trade Joe Burrow, they're just going into rebuild mode.
I mean, unless they're trading Joe
Not
Burrow
yet.
to save money and then
Probably,
do something with
If you
Jamar.
trade him and you commit to JJ McCarthy as the Bengals, you're absolutely being like, we're not competing for at least like 2 years, like, and that's like optimistic.
I mean, who's to say they aren't taking JJ McCarthy as like a project and then they go sign like a veteran QB in free agency to
Right.
try.
That's what I'm saying. Is that like if you're taking on JJ McCarthy as a project, then you're not really trying to win like for another at least 2 years.
I mean, not
Because
necessarily.
I don't know if you sign like you can't. There's no veteran QB you can sign who's going to actually make you a contender. Like
I mean,
with a
Darnold
roster that bad.
ball. I mean, anybody anything could happen at this point.
There's no Darnold on the market. I mean,
Malik Willis.
who are you signing? 43-year-old
Was Malik
Rodgers?
Willis 2 years ago.
If you sign Malik Willis, you're not
100%, bro.
Malik Willis. You're signing to be your starting quarterback and hopefully like be your starter for the future, not to like be a bridge.
That is what Darnold was a year and a half ago. That is exactly what Darnold has been signed for when he signed with the Vikings and when he signed for the Seahawks. The Seahawks put
He
I
signed
feel like
with the
Malik
Vikings,
Willis
yeah.
right now is like
But
the
I don't know about the
definition of a
Seahawks.
bridge
They gave him
quarterback.
a
But
3-year,
okay.
like $30 million deal. That's like a
They gave him a
solid
fake
commitment.
3-year deal because they had outs after years 1 and 2.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like the fact that Darnold can win a Super Bowl, I think like you can do something with a veteran. I mean, I guess Malik Willis is not really a veteran QB, so but I think they could
He started like
discussion was
5
actually
games.
similar
like-
to one of the like the bets I had for this week, which was what team does Kyler Murray go to?
Oh,
So I was
and you have a bet for that? You have a team?
yeah, I guess sort of, but I want to hear what you guys have first, if anything. Any thoughts?
I don't really have any thoughts. I don't know. I feel like I hear Jets floating around. I'm kind of stuck on like Malik Willis probably going to the Dolphins. So that kind of rules out the Dolphins.
Last thing I heard, he was most likely to go to the Jets.
Willis.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's just Halfley and the Packers. Whoever assistant GM or whoever the fuck they hired as to be their GM are there, and they know Willis, and obviously they need a quarterback. So it just kind of makes sense to me that would happen.
Quinn Ewers is the truth, dude. I don't know.
So who needs a
He's on my
QB?
taxi squad for a reason.
Jets, Dolphins, Cardinals.
Raiders are getting Mendoza.
Falcons, Colts.
They say the
Vikings, I
Steelers need a
guess.
I
quarterback.
guess I'm kind of think the Colts are just re-signing Daniel Jones though. To
I
be
think I
honest,
think
He's still
that'll
coming
happen.
off an injury though.
I think they resign him.
He's still like just tore his Achilles at like the end of the season. Well, I guess not the end of the
They said he's
season,
gonna be
but
fine by the start of the
well, he
season.
should be back by like week 3 or something. I don't know.
I don't
I
know
don't
about
think
fine.
they're not
But
signing like a Kyler Murray that's like come in for like
no,
3 weeks though.
no. But they need a quarterback,
Uh,
sort of.
I mean Browns. Uh, I don't think they would sign someone though. I think they're still
You think they rock out
not
Shador?
very in the green cap wise because of Deshaun Watson's contract.
Yeah,
I think they see what Shador
Um,
has for a full year.
Oh, the Steelers too.
absolutely.
Steelers
Yeah,
might move off Rodgers.
yeah.
Uh,
I think.
Might
yeah,
move
Raiders are getting
absolutely will.
Mendoza.
I guess for your Kyler Murray question, it seems like to me it'd be the Jets or the Dolphins. Um,
I
just because I feel like the Steelers would try to get Rodgers back or go. I mean, I just don't see the Steelers picking up Murray, and I don't know why, but um, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I don't really see why not. But I don't. Rogers can just retire, bro. I don't really see why they wouldn't
yeah,
pick up Kyler Murray, but they obviously got to do something about the QB. That's
I don't know if I'm the Steelers, I'm just trying to do a full rebuild, and that's not really like what I don't know. I wouldn't want Kyler Murray for that. In which case, I would be fine taking Rodgers for another year because I don't think he's
well,
exactly.
yeah. But I mean, like, assuming you don't have to worry about his contract, I guess, which
Yeah,
is
I mean, I don't
obviously
know how
like way
much
too
he's
high
gonna.
for every team ever. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much Kyler Murray's gonna get this offseason. Malik Willis is rumored to gonna be getting like 30 mil,
hmm
which is a lot. But I think that's kind of in line of like what quarterbacks who like show some promise typically tend to get from like quarterback desperate teams.
my
So I
my
don't know. It's not
prediction
like
would
that
be
crazy.
my prediction would be the Dolphins get Willis because I think they're at the stage where they haven't been burned by like a quarterback over and over like the Jets have, so they can afford to kind of take that risk on Willis. Whereas I think the Jets would be a little bit more cautious take on Malik Willis because of their history. So I think they could be enticed to like throw some money at Kyler Murray and just see what happens and um, either bank on him being really good or being really bad, and then they can go get one of the top QBs in the 27 class.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think that should be probably the goal for like all these teams. It's just like you know, try to get someone. I mean, taking a shot on Willis, I think is like a decent option. But outside of that, I would probably just be waiting. Like Kyler Murray, it's fine. I don't know. He's not gonna like save your franchise.
absolutely not. But he will save the Falcons high key.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other team I saw. Yeah,
That's
the Falcons. They
that's
could
my
move on.
bet.
I don't think they
We got
will
him going to the
though.
Falcons. I think Kevin Stefanski's gonna do a bunch of bullshit to try to make the franchise good, and it's just not gonna work.
No,
Yeah, I don't
I think
think
they keep
that they're
Penis.
gonna move
I don't.
off of
I don't know why they
Penix.
would move on from Penis so
I
soon.
agree. I don't think
Because
he's
he sucks, and
particularly
Kevin
good.
Stefanski is the goat.
Uh,
Stefanski and
I
Goat
don't
in the
know.
same
He's
sentence.
so
My bad. That was kind of hate.
Penix is just so boring.
It was valid, bro.
But Penix has some good chemistry with London, so if they keep him as a London fantasy owner, I wouldn't mind.
Um, Max, you
I
wanna
don't
get some
know. Do we want
ECL?
to talk about some of the coaching hires that happened?
What?
I don't have any of the coaching hires list, so
I was thinking, oh, did we ever talk about Kwesi getting fired on here?
no, we didn't
Who?
actually.
Kwesi?
Oh no, I guess not.
I guess as Vikings fans, what was your immediate reaction?
It was valid. It was low key. It was high key due.
I agree.
Um,
I agree.
yeah. I think it was. I think the reason a lot of people were saying were like the Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy situation. I don't think that
Not
was
his fault.
entirely Kwesi's fault, and also not the, the worst decision of all time. Still,
I
obviously, like
definitely
it
agree
hurts
with
to look
that.
back on that.
people get way
but
too caught up in the
and also that was like mostly KOC anyway. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
That wasn't Kwesi. I think Kwesi's bad drafts and sending a bunch of picks at mid players. Trading for Cam Akers twice and Adam Thielen. Um, yeah, yeah, it was like the guy, but he was due. He needed to be a better job.
Yeah, I felt like
Yeah, I agree. That's what I think of.
yeah. He got a lot of flack for
Go
like
ahead, Miles.
the hindsight stuff with the Darnold and McCarthy, which I think is very unfair. Especially like all the discourse
Hmm.
around when the Vikings initially signed Darnold, and it was like this like how could the Vikings franchise get any worse or whatever. And then all these like meme
Right.
Instagram accounts are like so quick to be like the Vikings made such a huge mistake by not re-signing. And you could just say whatever you want because already know what happens. But at the end of the day, the draft to
Yep.
me is what did him in. You just can't be a GM in the NFL and draft like that and have one of the worst starting percentage hit rates in the draft.
Yeah.
That alone, regardless of the Thielen, which was absurd, and the Cam Akers, is enough to be due. When you gave him, I think it was 3 or 4 full draft classes, and just never really connected.
I think
Yeah.
its first one was 2022.
That one was the worst too.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Addison was a good pick. And outside of that, it's like it gets thin really quickly. What
Right.
Riker is like maybe his like second best draft pick.
Right.
He
I
Yeah.
mean
drafted
Dallas
Riker's an A
Turner looks
plus
like
pick.
he's going to turn out fine.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Uh,
Will the Thrill is the goat.
he
That
drafted
dude's really
Naylor
good.
and Dallas Turner, but
right, Naylor in like the
Naylor's
6th round is like but like that can't be your like 5th best draft pick.
right.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, Dallas Turner is looking up. To be fair, I guess, but 2 years of nothing.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, who he picked like Lewis Sign in like the 1st round or whoever.
Yep.
Uh, yeah,
He picked a lot of offensive linemen as well in like the middle rounds that just like Ed Ingram went to the Texans and became a was he a Pro Bowler? I could be wrong. I don't
Pretty
know.
close.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not.
Anyway, the starting guard Ed Ingram was the Viking and then left and became actually good. So I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
And we got the Packers actually just hired a new special teams coordinator like hours ago.
That's
Which
gonna do it for you guys. You guys are gonna
he
be good
was
now.
New England special teams coordinator for 3 years, and then spent the last 2 years as a backup to the Giants. And from what I've seen, I mean, I know nothing about him, but the reaction seemed to be that he's not, he's barely an upgrade, if at all, over Rich Bisaccia. Which, yeah, I don't know. I don't expect the. That's like probably my biggest issue with Matt LaFleur. That or the conservative play calling is his staff management is not particularly good. At least, yeah. But we'll see. I don't want to just completely say it's a bad hire before we see anything. Uh, and Jonathan Gannon hired as DC of the Packers, which I don't mind. Uh, it's not the most exciting thing, but
As long as he's in a position where he doesn't actually have to
it
fucking
was funny. He got
like
like an
take charge and like be a leader of like multiple people.
on the
If he can just like
NFL
showcase his like mind, then it's fine.
on the NFL report card. He got like a A for
I don't
So
believe that
it was
shit.
interesting. A
I
or
don't
A
believe that
minus.
shit.
But he was DC and Philly
Did
for
you
two
take the
years.
train here today, bro?
And what
Do you got fire in your gut?
is that a speech from him or something?
Yes.
I can't imagine Matt LaFleur is much better.
Probably not. Jonathan
No, that stuff
Gannon
got me
is more
fired
of a
up.
cornball than JJ McCarthy, dog.
That stuff got me fired up. I don't know why you're hating.
Yo, are you trolling me, dog?
Yeah, I'm trolling.
That dude's such a cornball.
I will say Jonathan Gannon with Micah Parsons is interesting because Jonathan Gannon's with the Eagles in 2022 had the highest sack percentage in the NFL in any of the last 4 seasons. 10.65 sack percentage, and the next closest was Denver's this past year at 9.74. So, if he can actually get the pass rush working like that, uh, our defense could be really exciting. And yeah, at least we won't have to worry about losing him like Halfley, obviously to a head coaching job, because that didn't end particularly well.
Never know. He has a great
Yeah,
run, and he'll
I feel
be.
like people could easily forget about that.
Unless he's like super super elite and shows like crazy defenses, I don't think we have to worry about him getting another head coaching job.
Never know. These
I mean,
guys
Josh McDaniels got another one, but that was like 10 years after his first one, and he's an offensive coordinator too. Like, he's not Brian Flores,
We will see. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for the actual topic of the day, bro.
Yeah, let's get in some parlays quick, and then we'll go into the main segment.
Okay.
Max, you want to finish your parlay off since you already give a little bit?
Let's see. I've got some interesting parlays. One of my other bets that was like kind of a thinker was who the second draft pick is going to be. That's
in the NBA or NFL?
NFL, which isn't like a huge thinker. It's still like majority Arvell Reese.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he not like okay? Whatever.
Well, it's still like, I guess not majority, but he has the highest odds. It's still like 45% Arvell Reese.
Ruben Bain's arms, I don't know if you saw, they're like some of the shortest for an edge in the past however long, whatever.
20 years.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
I realistically don't care.
But yeah, if we were drafting all physicals, then Patrick Williams would have gone 101. So
Patrick Williams, bro.
Jeremiah Love would go 101.
Yeah, I just was making a reference.
Yeah, I don't know.
To the Bulls player?
Yeah, he had like the greatest like physicals of like in NBA history, and that's the entire reason why the Bulls drafted him, is what the GM said or whatever, and then he turned out to be booty.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess I have Arvell Reese going number 2.
I would. Yeah, that is a Jets pick. That's a good pick.
Well, they just traded away. What's his face? Jermaine Johnson. Was he not a linebacker? No, he's defensive end, which damn near. So
I mean, I would if I'd go with Ruben Bain over Arvell Reese, like if I was a GM, but I'm not a GM.
Right. Let's see. Then we've also got some Minnesota United glaze. We're gonna get James Rodriguez to score a goal tomorrow. Just for
what
fun.
are like the odds on like soccer players scoring goals? Like, is that like?
Kalshi said that's a plus 210.
No,
which is probably like not even like close to accurate. I don't think he's even gonna play in the game tomorrow. He's played like 3 days of practice. I don't think he's gonna play. But regardless, we're gonna say he gets in sub minutes and scores.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna fade that.
We're just shooting anything nowadays.
Straight up, bro. And we also got Cade Cunningham tonight against the Cavs.
I'm gonna say MVP. That's actually I don't know what Cade MVP is at. It's probably too high now.
Yeah, it's probably too high now.
Yeah, because he's the only eligible player to win the damn award.
Yeah. Well, he deserves it, to be fair. It's not like he doesn't deserve it.
I mean,
it'd probably be the weakest MVP season in like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Well, like he doesn't not deserve it. I'm not saying like in comparison. Like he deserves it. He is the best player on the best team. In that sense of the award, he deserves it. I'm not comparing to anyone else. In that sense, he deserves it. But obviously, he's like going to be the only player available. But no, his 10.5 assist line tonight against the Cavs. I'm going under. We're going under. The Cavs are going to clamp. That's
as they
that's
are
what's gonna
famously
happen.
known to do.
Yep. And then we got Peyton Pritchard versus the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep.
Poverty team, six man's going to put in work. Over 17.5 points.
Is that
Hit
it?
those bets right now, guys.
Dude, that's what I'm doing right now.
All right, guys, I got a little three-legger for you. I also have two
The Cavs
Celtics
team start.
in this parlay. So I'll start off with I got Derek White here.
Yep.
Again, like Max said, they're playing Brooklyn, who is dead last in rebounds per game. Derek White's line is 4.5, and he's hit that in the last something games a lot. I don't remember what it was now. So I think he's going to get some boards. They're playing the worst rebounding game, over 4.5. Then I got Nikola Vucevic. This, I think, I agree with Max. It's going to be a blowout game for the Celtics, and I think Vuce is going to sit for that blowout because he's old and his knees don't work like that. So why would you play
That's a
him?
fact.
So I'm going to take his
Mm-hmm.
under 21.5 PRA. He's been playing awful PRA wise. He's gone 11, 14, 17, 14 in his last four, and his line is at 21.5. His only one he's hit in the last five was a 33, but that was against the Bulls. So I really don't see that happening again because that was definitely a revenge game. So I'm going to go under on that. And then wrap it up. We have our classic always hits Quinn Hughes over over 0.5 assists. The last time he hasn't had an assist in an NHL game was January 15th. This dude literally gets an assist a game, averages an assist a game. This is a freebie, except he might be low-key riding high from the White House visit, so maybe he'll shit the bed.
Yeah,
Was
we're
he
going to
the one
fade
that
that one.
scored the golden goal?
He scored, that's his brother, but he scored the winning goal against Sweden, which was the semis.
So his brother was probably the one that had his teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
Right, because he's
Yeah.
the one with the
So
pictures everywhere.
that's my three. It is $5 to win 27.80 right now on Sleeper. But I do not endorse or whatever. So I have to legally say
I
that.
do. Go
I
bet.
don't. You do. I don't think you have to legally say that.
Go bet. We're gonna post on Instagram a photo of you.
If
Go
if you're
bet.
legally allowed, I mean, right? Obviously, of course.
Too late. Clip already been made, bro. Clip's already been made.
Shoot. Oh shoot.
I got a future bet. How about that?
All right.
NFL. Parlay this. NFL MVP Jordan Love, NFL Depoy Micah Parsons, NFL Super Bowl winner, Packers, NFL Super Bowl 61 MVP. Is it 61?
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
High Vise.
MVP Super Bowl MVP is Jordan Love.
High Vise. Mute his mic.
Good
Mute his mic.
one.
High Vise. Mute his mic.
A+ bet.
I don't know. The Caleb MVP line is probably not great, but Caleb MVP is probably a good bet. There's probably
We gotta move
I
on.
don't know
I've
what the
fallen
line's
for
at.
bait. Let's go.
Yeah, for real.
Top 5 NBA contenders. I'll start it out with the
Okay, but you can
West.
see the vision on Caleb MVP.
I'll start it out with the West. We'll each give our fifth best. I'm gonna start
Well,
it out.
hold on. No, let's start in the East. The East is easier.
Okay, we'll start in the East since me and Jack did talk before and said both of our top fives were the top 5 teams. But
Or
my
I
order's
said that for
slightly
the
different.
West. I don't know about the East. I don't think it was.
Yeah, no, it's not in the East. In the West, it is.
Wait, am I tripping?
Yeah, you tripping.
No, I'm
I
not.
didn't have the Raptors in.
Number 5, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, we're starting at 5. Okay.
Yeah, we
All
got to
right.
work our way up. We got to get people to stay in the episode. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
They're all where number
Um,
one is.
I don't
I feel
want to
like
talk
my
too long
class is
about
more
all these since we're
exciting.
giving 10 each and we're each giving them or whatever. But
Well, I'm not going to talk too long, so you're good.
Yeah, me either.
James
I
Harden
don't
deal.
have much reason.
James Harden deal I liked for the Cavs for this year only. They've been playing good basketball. I know they had an amazing year last year, but I feel like they could be a little more. They're, they've been to the playoffs enough times that I'm a little bit more confident in them. But I still have them.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
Do we
guess
want to
my
give
question
our
there. I
Cavs
guess my
placements?
question there for you is why do you have them at 5?
Right, I have them
And
at 3.
dropping from the 4 seed if you like what they're doing.
you
So
know,
we
I
give
like
our
my
5, or do you want to give the rest of your list first?
Yeah, how do we want
Well,
to do
we
this?
could just talk about where we have the Cavs in our list, I think, and then
Yeah, let's do that. Do that.
where do you have the Cavs, Max?
I have the Cavs at 3.
Okay, same as me.
Yeah,
Okay, so I guess maybe let's talk about
I
why
don't
I
know.
hate.
James Harden's been playing really good ball, and
he
I know
has.
that's gonna kind of implode a little bit in the playoffs. We kind of know that, right? But I don't know. It's not, outside of the top two. I think it's pretty open in the East. So I
I agree.
think they have a good core. Donovan Mitchell's playing some of the best ball of his career, uh, and he's also a good playoff performer. And I love Mobley. So
That dude's got to get healthy though, which
yeah.
he's got a lot of time too.
I don't know. The injuries for Mobley are a little concerning. Um, I don't really have any specific reason why I have them lower than my fourth team, which you guys are gonna hate. Seeing where your guys' lists are at now. So
Dude, he's about to have like the fucking. So okay, if you
If
say the
it's
76ers right now, I'm genuinely gonna crash out.
I don't worry.
I
Okay.
okay.
All right. Then I guess should I go to my 5 then?
Oh
Or
yeah, sure.
Zach?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I got at 5. We got the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna sneak on. I knew they were gonna sneak on.
Jesus.
I don't even
Well, what are
Zach. I
we
don't even think it's
doing?
crazy. No, I
Dude, what are you talking about, bro?
genuinely,
You can't tell me the
genuinely,
Charlotte Hornets are a worse pick than the 76ers, the Raptors, the Magic. Yeah. Yeah. You can tell me that
genuinely, I
you
don't
can
think it's
tell me
that
they're worse
cleasy.
than the Heat and the Hawks right
They're
now, but
they
None
those
of
they
other
were
those
pretty
teams
teams
they
are
suck.
anywhere near a top five.
Dude,
uh
it's the Eastern Conference. What are we talking
yeah,
about?
the
The
the fifth
Raptors
spot
suck.
the fifth
The
spot is
Raptors
pretty
don't even
ass.
have a like the
I think there's a
they
clear top
suck.
four, but everything else after is pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The Raptors are like the most mid team known to man. They never won't be. They don't have an elite franchise player. They
Hey,
just don't.
respect Scotty Barnes.
I said elite. He's
Yeah,
good.
respect him. He's elite.
My bad. You're right. The
Elite for fantasy.
76ers just obviously aren't legitimate contenders in any sense. We've got a guy um, on PEDs and getting suspended 25 games, and outside of that, we think we can be a contender. No, I don't think so. Joel Embiid injury concerns? No. Tyrese Maxey is elite. That dude
LaMelo
can
Ball
carry a
injury
team.
or LaMelo Ball car crash concerns.
No, I don't have Lamelo Ball car crash concerns. Fortunately, since the start of 2026, Con Knippel, Lamelo Ball, and Brandon Miller all lead the league in 3-point makes. They are the top 3 players in 3-pointers made since for the whole calendar year. I believe it's Lamelo, Con, and Brandon Miller. They have 4 guys in their starting lineup can give you a 30 piece a night, regardless of the night. Miles Bridges being added to that as well. I think Con Knippel's Rookie of the Year. I don't think you can count Rookie of the Year out easily. You got Musa Diabate, who's not like a phenomenal player, but he is like undoubtedly the best effort giving player in the league.
All right,
Um,
that's all right. Derek White's still the goat of that.
he gives more effort than Derek White. But okay, Derek White has a higher IQ and is like a better player, but I'm talking effort here, straight effort. Musa
Dude,
Diabate
Derek
second
White's
to
my
none
effort goat.
in
I
actually
don't know.
trying. Um, I don't. You cannot change my mind on that, unfortunately.
I haven't watched a minute of Bro,
Um,
so I won't disagree with you.
say what?
I haven't watched a minute of him, so I won't disagree.
That's okay. You could maybe convince me that the Hawks are contenders instead of them, I guess. But I like the Hornets, so we're gonna have them at 5.
All right.
To support you, the Hornets have the fifth best net rating in the East. So, and they are still the 10 seed and are below 500.
Yeah, they started
It's
off.
a reflection of the fact that they blow out teams when they win and then they lose close games.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't want to like talk about every team,
Okay, well, hold on. The
but
Hornets have wins against the Nuggets and Rockets.
Well,
I
I
believe.
didn't say the quality of their wins or losses, but when they
No, I
win,
know.
they tend to win by
I know.
more. Uh,
I don't want to mention every team here, but the question is who is a contender? The Hornets are nowhere near contending for the NBA championship. They're not even
Why
in a
not?
playoff position
I,
right now. They're in a 10 seed.
yeah, but it's the fifth
They
spot in the
are.
East
They are in a playoff
in the
position.
playoff.
They got to win 2 games to get into the playoff to go play the Detroit Pistons.
Okay, but
That's not a contender.
their first like 20 games were a scratch, and like for the last like 5 weeks, or maybe not 5 weeks, they've like been like a top five team in offensive efficiency and the net rating, like Jack is saying,
I
which
get it, but
is
they're still 4.5 games out of the 6 seed, which would barely sneak them in.
okay. So what? I don't
Yeah,
care.
it's not that many games. I don't know. I
I
I
don't
don't
I
think
don't
it's
care what their
crazy.
playoff position looks like. This is the
I
NBA playoffs, bro. Bubble runs can happen, dog.
I will say
And again, this is the East. It's not like it's like a
it's
done.
not the
Like
West.
nothing is a done deal in the East. The East sucks,
I got
and
I got
obviously
I
the
this
cannot
is the
believe
fifth team.
your fifth contender in the East is a team that probably won't even make the playoffs.
Dude, what are you talking about, dog? You have a play-in team higher than the Cavs on your
or the
list,
Raptors
Ooh,
right?
and Sixers who
Dude, you
aren't
said the
like that
Raptors and
better.
Sixers weren't on your list.
I did not say the Raptors were not on my list.
Okay,
Roll
I
the
will
tape, bro.
say
Roll the
will
tape.
say
I
I would
said
have. I don't think
you
you said
said
that.
when you said Raptors. That's all I didn't even say anything.
um,
Okay, bro. Okay.
I think I would have the. I think I would have the Magic above the Hornets. Just I don't know. I trust their core a little bit better, a little bit more. And I mean, I do have the Sixers at number 5, which is really just. I mean, Maxi's a beast, obviously. Joel Embiid, uh, not what he once was, but I think he can. I mean, I still think he's got juice. I still think he can be a game changer. Uh, so yeah, in a weak Eastern Conference, you know, or at least the depth is weak.
I can rock
Uh,
with that pick.
Maxi and
I
Embiid,
agree.
I think, is pretty. That was basically my whole reason for the Sixers.
That's valid.
All right,
Better than the
should
Raptors, bro. Better than
I
the
get my 4
Raptors.
here or what?
Yeah.
It is Toronto. Toronto basketball is
Yeah,
number
you gotta
4.
explain.
They are 5th in the East, so they are one spot below the Cavs, and I do have the Cavs just slightly lower. I think this is pretty
2.5
interchangeable for
games.
me here in the contender status, but I do like the Raptors' veteran presence, even if they haven't really been in the playoffs. I think Brandon Ingram, R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes, or maybe not Scotty, and Jakob Poeltl, like that's players who have been there, done that, whether it not be in the playoffs as much, but just in the NBA. So I do like this team. It's very grit and grind, kind of not really like in a different way than the Pistons, and I really like teams like that. They're currently they have a top 5 defense in the NBA, which I'm a really big fan of. I think playoff basketball defense just gets enhanced so much more. I don't want to say so much more than offense because a good offense does win you playoff basketball games,
Yeah,
but
I want to disagree. I feel like in the Timberwolves series, we've seen that defense is
yeah,
not
that's kind of what I
enhanced
was going
because
for.
we
I don't want to be
can't.
too much with it, but I think a top 5 defense will
I
really
do.
help them.
Okay, when you say they're a top 5 defense, like by like what metric, or is that just like?
I'm just on NBA defensive rating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they do have a really good defense. They actually have depth. Jamal Shed, whatever it is,
I think it's
coming
Shed.
off the bench. That dude is an elite off ball defender. Nobody can take him one on one.
Hmm.
I will give them that. They have phenomenal, phenomenal defense, but offensively they are the most mid team of all time.
Yeah,
I think the Raptors are a
I
fun
think they could
team.
do it. I think they could grind out a like for me the contenders was you had to kind of be in like a top 6 seed because I feel like you have to be like go know that you're going to the playoffs for me to be like yes you are a contender to win the chip like unless you're like
For me, it's a little more upside.
I
Yeah,
mean yeah
definitely. The Hornets definitely have more upside than the Raptors. I feel
not in the
you
playoffs
can't really.
maybe in the future
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see.
Not,
I can't see the
what?
Raptors
What do
making
you
the.
mean?
I
What does
can't see
that
the
even
Raptors
mean?
making the conference finals like at all. To be honest,
but you can
like they
see
need
this
some
Right.
for the
crazy break.
Hornets
No, but
Yeah,
like
he's not
I
advocating.
think it's more likely to be. Maybe not more likely. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't see how the. I mean, like I guess it's the weak Eastern Conference, but they would play I like in theory the Cavs. I guess I don't think they can beat the Cavs. I just don't think they can beat anyone.
Be a little hard for him to face the
Well,
Cavs.
I don't think the Hornets are beating the Pistons or the Celtics. So
I just think there are better odds for that to happen. They've played close games with the Pistons before.
if the Charlotte Hornets beat the Pistons or the Celtics in the playoffs, I will do something for you. I don't know what,
Then
but
yeah, then give me my money, bro. Give me my money.
if
I
the
mean,
Raptors
we
go
saw the
farther
eighth
than
seed.
the Hornets, then you have to give me something.
Uh, no, dog.
Oh,
You're
so,
taking the
so your
five
money is
seed.
not
Go
where your
do
mouth
something in the
is.
playoffs. Sure, I guess. Sure, I guess. I mean, you're like okay. By the books, you're telling me the Raptors. What? Like that doesn't that like by the standings that makes no sense for me. So it's like
What
whatever,
do you mean?
whatever.
If you truly
What do you
think
mean?
that the Hornets are more of a contender than the Raptors, and I think the Raptors are much more of a contender than the Hornets, then we put some money where put something on it.
All this for
Okay,
both teams to get
okay,
first rounded.
sure. We can have a $20 bet. Sure.
Okay, I wasn't thinking money. I wanted to do
I
something
mean,
like stupid, but yeah,
yeah, bro.
we'll
Go
figure.
go take a milk bath if the Raptors make it farther than the Hornets,
A milk bath?
or vice versa. Dude, you said something funny, bro. That's what came to
Way more
mind.
than
Fuck out of here.
$20. That's like 1,000 milk jugs.
Fuck out of here.
All right, we
Dude,
got to move
okay.
on. We're gonna rapid fire.
Just like that with
Yeah, Max.
water.
What's your number 4, Max?
Number 4, we got the New York Knicks.
Okay,
Sure.
that's where I had them.
I have them three,
Yeah,
but
I figured Jack and I just have the same thing from here on out. The New York
Yeah.
Knicks are poverty.
Okay,
Carl Anthony Towns and
chill.
Jalen Brunson can't defend whatsoever. So like I guess by that I wouldn't even hate having the Raptors instead of the Knicks.
No, for real. If you wanted to leave the Knicks off, I would like support it.
Right,
Like,
Bro,
I wouldn't.
what are we talking about?
No, I would.
Dude, I hate the
would.
Knicks. I hate the
I
Knicks,
would
dude.
support that. I would support moving the Hornets to 4 and pushing the Raptors up to 5.
The
and
Knicks
just,
are
like,
so
ignoring
fake.
the Knicks. They're
The Knicks
so
are so
fake.
fucking
They
fake.
suck. They're so bad. They're just up there just for fun, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. No, every year they're like, people are like, oh, New York fans are like, oh my god, we're gonna do it. No, it's never gonna happen.
No, they're
Like, I'm sorry, it's just not.
It's never gonna happen, bro. They are not gonna put it together. He's probably got him at 1 or something.
No, he said he got him at 3. He said he has him at 3.
Okay.
There's three, bro.
Okay.
What do you
Or
mean?
no,
I wouldn't
I
be
don't know.
mad if Charlotte was above New York. What are you talking about right now? They've been to back-to-back
Yeah, that's a
Eastern
little
Conference Finals. They have Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges. They have one of the most stacked top-end rotation. They're a contender. They are a contender of a contender. If we were
Cat and Brunson is exactly the
NBA,
problem, though.
they would be a top
Yeah.
5 team.
Yeah, I don't really know where to go from that because my argument was that Cat and Brunson suck, and you're saying they
Yeah.
don't. So it's just kind of
It's
that's
just
kind of
defensively
disagreement.
so unworkable.
They do. They are. I mean, you're using defense as a metric for the Raptors, and then like ignoring that for the Knicks.
They're a
So
number
I don't
9
really-
defense in the NBA. And then they're a number 3 offense in the NBA. They're 2 top 10
You're getting
offensive
exposed.
defense, which is the most like descriptive metric
Right, 'cause
of
those
how far you go in
baseline
the playoffs.
stats- No, they're not. But okay.
Yes,
The
they
Knicks
are.
are getting exposed.
Those baseline ratings
every
stats
single-
are
every
for
single-
sure elite and telling of good teams
So,
every single
when
year.
they agree with the Raptors, you say it's a good stat, and Miles, I can back you up that yes, the Raptors are top 5 defense. When it comes to the Knicks, no, it just doesn't apply because it doesn't fit with your narrative of how it's supposed to go.
The Raptors, I said Jamal Sheed specifically. I didn't say anyone else on the roster.
No, roll the tape
But I
back.
said
You
it was
said
good
Jack.
depth because he's
Miles
coming
is
off the
great.
bench. But yes, the Raptors have a better defense than the Knicks.
I will say,
I can agree with the net rating there.
I think the Knicks match up well with the Celtics. I think that's a series they have a good chance of winning. But outside of that, like I don't know. I just don't think they
Yeah,
match
like
up
outside
well.
of that, what do we
Like
got?
any team can just exploit them defensively because you have Cat or Brunson on the floor. You just go at them every time. I mean,
Straight up. Yeah, any team who doesn't have a dud coach just
Stat
is a
Muse,
problem for
number
them.
10 defense in the league. Team
By
rankings,
what?
number 11 defense in the league.
this isn't
ESPN.
gonna like encourage or like
Yeah, you're arguing this for like a contender, by the way.
Yeah, I'm arguing
I
for
don't really care what their defensive rating is right
number
now.
6
Right,
defense in the
I
league,
agree.
ESPN. I mean, what do you want to rate
What
your
are we
defense
talking
on? Some
about?
made up
What are we
statistics? Like,
what are
I'm
we talking
confused.
about here?
I'm giving you
We know based off like the past like 2 years, right?
And
Of
like actually
play.
watching them and like player
Right.
ratings,
Like, it's
specific
the
player
same thing with
ratings,
the
not team.
Lakers. Like it's like yeah, during the regular season you can
Oh,
kind of get by. Teams aren't
it's
playing as
not
hard. Teams aren't like working their absolute hardest to like exploit your defensive weaknesses. But once you get to the playoffs, like these are going to get these like these players that you have to have out there because they're like your whole team are just going to get beat up again and again defensively.
The Knicks suck, bro. They're just
Yeah, they wouldn't be top 5 in the West. They
absolutely
would not be in my list at all.
not even close.
I
Traded this
pray
guy
we put
Carl
this
for a
I
reason, bro.
pray we put this on Instagram and you guys get fried because this is just
I
the New
I'm
York
sure
Knicks
we
are the
would.
Minnesota Timberwolves of the East, if not better. Well, they are better, frankly.
They're worse.
What does that mean?
I'm saying they've been
Elaborate.
to back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals, and then all of a sudden we're talking about, oh, but in the playoffs, their defense is not going to translate. When Mikal Bridges just won two
No,
games
the last year.
here in the playoffs.
I'm not saying their defense isn't going to translate. I'm saying their defense isn't good.
But you haven't given me
I'm saying both.
anything to back anything up when I've given you 4 different stats to have them in the top 10 of
We
defensive.
didn't give you stats, but we gave you
All
reasons.
right, let me try to find some Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns defensive metrics.
Some of your parts, bro. Some of your parts. Like we can find statistics that Anthony Edwards has been asked.
Jalen
They're
Brunson
weaker than the sum of
defensive
their.
rating,
Right, that's part of the problem. Is they're
118.
weaker than the sum of their parts.
That was super easy. Jalen Brunson defensive rating is 118. Karl Anthony Towns defensive rating 110, which is better to be fair. That's like acceptable. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but he is also like awful at the finishing at the rim. I'm like 90% sure he's like
Is this helping?
not
you?
even 60% finishing at the rim. He's soft as shit, bro. He's just
know.
not good. He's
Dude, awesome.
Hey, I was
you
the one
found
saying
the
this,
2
like,
players in the New York Knicks who are acid defense. That's great. Good.
who you are
That's what
saying
we're
are
saying.
their best
That
players.
is what we're saying.
I'm saying they're a good defense scheme. They have Mikal Bridges. They have Josh Hart.
You can't. And we are saying those
The
two
NBA
players
is
being
too
on the
good now
court,
to
those
scheme out.
awful. It's about depth. It's not about you can't scheme around 2 guys. You can maybe try to hide one player from like
Even
a team.
that in the modern
You
NBA is a
cannot
stretch.
hide Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns from a team's defense. They actually have to be competent, and they're not. I mean, I guess Karl is by that rating.
And I mean, honestly, last year's Eastern Conference Finals run for the Knicks hinged on like a Celtics just like disaster class.
Yeah.
What they went like 25 of 100 from 3 in the first like 2 games of that series. Like, I don't know.
We gotta move
Anyways,
on. Bro. This
sorry.
Rage Bait used to be
Yeah,
believable.
we should move
bro.
on.
Rage Bait used to be believable.
All right, who do we have at 2, guys? Who do we have at 2?
I think I'm at. I guess we did say that. Cavs at 3.
Yeah,
huh?
we said Cavs 3 already. So
Then Miles, you got your 2.
Well, I have Knicks 3. 2 I have Celtics.
Yeah, ditto.
Okay, guys.
I have the Pistons at 2.
What?
I have the Pistons at 2. The Celtics at 1.
What's the Jason Tatum status? If Jason Tatum like actually gets back,
I was assuming Jason Tatum's not going to be back, but
okay.
regardless, I think Joe Mazzulla. I was kind of a hater of him the past 2 years, but I think now he's this like pretty clearly I think the best coach team in the NBA, and I mean they've been there before. They know how to get it done. Pistons are a little young. Cade's turnovers and inefficiency, I think. I don't want to say it's going to cost them like for sure, but I don't trust him yet to lead them on a deep run. To be honest, I don't love that style of play, especially in the playoffs. So we'll see. I don't know. It's close. I just trust the Celtics pedigree more, I guess.
I don't hate that.
I
I
don't
was
think
thinking
there's a.
about that, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
go.
hate it. No, that's really all I had.
Yeah, I think it's a very close, these two. I agree with you guys that, well, I actually don't know if you guys think this, but I think these two are above the other, whatever you want to say is below this. Um, I
Yeah.
think Jalen Brown has played really amazing. I gave the edge to the Pistons because I think that Tatum will return. To what degree, I don't know. And so maybe I trust the Pistons to kind of be more well meshed at this point in the year. Tatum still is going to have to get used to having no Drew Holiday, no Chris Stapps, no Drew, or I don't know who else they lost or whatever this offseason. But how big of a change that would be, I don't know. I don't think it would be too huge. He's a great NBA player. But I think the Pistons, I think they're well coached. I like how they play. I think they have a good scheme. I really like defensive minded teams in the playoffs, so that's just kind of why I gave them the slight edge. But I think it's interchangeable. I think you could go either way.
The
Yeah,
Celtics do allow less points per game than the Pistons do.
we're talking about 2 points, bro.
Uh, okay, we want to move on to the West.
Yeah, I guess I also had the Pistons at 1, of course.
Yeah. Uh, okay, West number 5. We want to go in reverse order. Me go first. I
Yeah,
think we might. I don't know. Maybe not.
I
I this is
disagree.
this is where I have the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh,
figured, and we're
it,
gonna
it's
disagree
not
there.
it's not so much like a reflection of the Timberwolves, so much as like my opinion of the 4 teams ahead of them. I'm just really high on.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I think this Timberwolves team is really strong. I mean, I would have them third in the East, right behind the Celtics and Pistons probably, and I would think they're really close to those two teams too, to be honest. I mean, not close enough. Uh, yeah, I
yeah,
don't know.
that's a good question. I don't know where I'd have the Timberwolves in the East.
At least three.
Well, of course, at least 3. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'd want to put them ahead of the Celtics. I guess is my question.
right. I don't
That's a
think I
discussion.
would, but like,
I think I would
I would
say
completely understand having them at one.
I would have them with the Knicks. I'm not sure who would have it ahead because again, I feel like they're very similar to me. But I have the Wolves at 4, just slightly higher. I don't know what you said you had them at max, but
We've got them at 3.
okay. I'll say I think the Wolves are a very, I mean, as a Wolves fan, it's a very goofy team to watch, and I feel like every night is something a little bit different, which is a little bit concerning. They like to shit the bed
Yep.
against bad teams. They like to get into like weird dog fights where they pull out a win against really good teams. I think the IO trade was good. Kyle Anderson pickup was fantastic. This is a team that I think has a roster built to go deep in the playoffs, which is why I gave them the edge over. I mean, I'll tell you guys, I have the Rockets 5th, which is why I gave them the edge there. We can talk about the Rockets in a second, but I think this team, given the right path, could go to the Western Conference Finals again, and with some luck, I mean, could win it
I mean,
all.
what path is that? Because like, no matter what, they have to face some of these like
Well,
really good teams.
assuming we can like actually get into the top 4 seed,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
that's
I don't see how we don't make the Western Conference Finals.
that's part of it too
Where I'm
for me
at.
is that like the position they're in right now, if they like stick in the 5 seed or even the 4 seed, it's like they're gonna have to go first round against one of these top contenders and then second round right into like a game against or a series against probably the Thunder, maybe the Spurs.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be against the 1 seed if we're the 4 seed.
Right. And in
You're
that
playing
case
the
it's like I
Thunder
don't
or
know,
the
it's just such
Spurs
a tough position.
that second round if you win, pretty much.
Right. I think we
Right.
could definitely beat the Spurs. The
I
Thunder I'm less
agree.
confident in.
I agree.
I agree.
Uh, so I mean, if the Spurs end up getting the 1 seed, then hopefully, honestly, we do get like the 4 seed instead of the 3 seed. Although our first round matchup would be easier if we get the 3 seed. But
Yeah.
I'm
uh,
curious where you guys have the Rockets, if you guys have them at all. I mean, I'm guessing.
I have
I
them at
also have the
4.
Rockets at 5.
Well, I think the West. I think is a very clear top five. I mean, if you didn't have any of these or these like top five teams, I would be like,
Yeah, that'd be that'd be a miss, bro.
Jack, do you have the Rockets then
Like
a little
genuinely, you're
higher or
getting
what?
traded.
I have the Rockets at 4.
Okay. Um, I sent.
I was debating between.
You can
Oh,
go.
I guess I won't say. I won't reveal my third team. But yeah, the Rockets. I don't know. I was really high on them before the year, and they haven't exactly shown out like I would have hoped. But they're still, I mean, a really good team. And I was kind of like, as soon as like the KD drama started, I was like, okay, I might be out on this team, like as like a contender. But then I don't know, KD's since the drama has like played really good basketball. So I don't know, maybe that inspired him to like lock in.
Haven't played a whole lot of teams, but
No, I mean they played like 3 games, but I mean
right.
he's been good.
But no, this is similar to the Knicks for me, and that they aren't good, and they have Alperen Sengun, who doesn't do anything defensively.
Yeah,
He's worse than Cat. He's like Audie Crooks
He
type of
pisses
shit,
me
bro.
off to watch. He is
is that
so
the
annoying.
He's not good.
No. Yeah.
Their bench is like all right for defense. Like it's meant to be like a good defensive depth, but it's just like not really. Like it's okay. And a lot of the games, I believe they still have Reed Shepard starting. So with Reed Shepard and Shengun on the court at the same time, that's the same as the Knicks for me, and that's two players that are you can easily take advantage of defensively. And like I was about to say, the bench has no offensive production. There's, I mean, unless
Yeah.
Reed Shepard's on the bench, I guess. But
Um, I don't know if I sent you,
yeah,
Jack, the
without Fred
video I
VanVleet,
sent
they're
Max.
poverty.
Max, did you watch that video I sent you about
Hmm.
the Rockets? It was
What
like
video?
2 weeks ago. It was like off-ball movement with the Rockets.
I don't know.
Okay,
I guess
well,
not.
oh friend, but
do you guys
um,
have the? You guys both had the Rockets at 5.
Yeah.
yeah. But the
Okay.
Rockets are so like that video, like they just suck ass at off-ball movement. Like they pass the ball and they all sit in the perimeter and just fucking figure out who's gonna shoot a three or like make a drive. Like there's no,
Yeah,
they're not running
they're
plays.
3-and-D merchants.
They're just all sitting on the perimeter. Nobody's making cuts to the basket. Nobody's making like. So I don't know if that offense needs to figure it out more, and I don't think they will. So that's why I gave the Wolves the edge.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The Rockets do still have the third best net rating in the West, which I honestly didn't really expect. Not that that like means everything or anything, but
Right.
uh, and the Lakers have a negative net rating, by the way. Biggest frauds of all time. Uh,
For real.
so we got all of our, or no, Max, we don't know your number 4 because you're the Timberwolves at 3.
It would have to be the Denver Nuggets then. It seems like Jokic has taken a step down since the All Star break, in that he complains a lot now and just isn't as efficient. So yeah,
Yeah, I got Denver
he's
three.
done it already. I don't see him carrying. I guess, which hasn't really been a. Yeah, I guess that's always been his concern. Is carrying.
I got the Nuggets at 2, which is
Ooh,
really just, uh, I just really like Jokic, and I mean, obviously they've been there before. Jamal Murray's had a really good season.
He has.
he
Uh,
has.
so I don't know, you get playoff Murray, and if Jokic can lock in a little bit, I think I mean, I trust them more than the Spurs, who are my number 3 team, uh, just because of experience. Uh, yeah,
I can't argue with that. I think that's a
that's all
good
I have to say
take.
about them.
It seems like the Spurs kind of feel like the Rockets from
Uh,
last year a little bit, which is why I could see them not being true contenders. But
Well, except Wemby's
Wembanyama,
just like so much better than anyone the
yeah,
Rockets had. Right.
Wembanyama is just like, yeah, he seems like he's foolproof, and in the playoffs, like that step up. But we'll see. I guess we'll see. So I feel like it's not crazy to have
Yeah, just
that changed.
I don't know. I feel like he's like the type of guy that people are gonna like assume is gonna translate, and then he might struggle a little bit more than people expect him to.
yeah.
But
I
we'll
just
see.
don't think the Nuggets have the depth simply to
Yeah,
like do
fair enough.
anything.
That'll be a Bruce Brown pickup, but
I
yeah.
mean, like, yeah. What? Huh?
Um,
What
do you have
pickup?
anything more to say about the
Bruce
Spurs?
Brown. I like Bruce Brown on their team. I know they didn't pick him up at the
Has he
deadline.
not been on their team?
No, but they picked him up in the offseason, is what I'm saying. Is that I think they really missed him in the
Okay.
2 years that he wasn't on the team when he was on the championship winning team.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
I think I think the Spurs need Wemby to be like as good as he can be if they're gonna make like a deep playoff run in the West. And I just don't know how much I necessarily trust, someone as young as him to like be super locked in his first time in the playoffs and like consistently be able to deliver against like teams as good as these.
Yo, are we trolling right
So
now?
what?
Don't know if Wemby's gonna lock in.
Not
Top
okay,
five
like
worst takes of all
not
time,
not,
bro. This
not
guy,
like
this guy is
mentally,
reading,
not mentally.
meditating, doing yoga before every single
I
game.
meant like
He is like the
with his
most
like
locked in
actual.
player there is.
I meant with like his like actual like play on the court. Like I think he might have some games where he just like doesn't play his best ball. Not like a reflection on him mentally, just like
No, you're right.
uh but yeah, and then I guess I had the Spurs at 3. You guys have them.
They're
Where you
my
guys have
they're
them?
my two then. I don't think he needs
Okay.
to play all. I think it's guard play for the Spurs. Wemby is obviously the best defensive player in the league, and I think that's all he needs to be. Obviously it's a plus if he plays offense. But no, him being able to space the floor on offense is really all they need him to do. He doesn't need to carry the logs and the boats. They have Steph Castle, De'Aaron Fox that can already do that more than well enough. Um, yeah, they've got good production off the bench. They've got reliable guys. Their guard play
Their
is
guard play is fantastic, and if they trade one in
is
the offseason,
phenomenal. It's probably top three. I don't know why they would trade any of them, but it's probably top three in the league right now.
I mean, you could
I
probably
don't
get
know.
some value for
I
sure.
do think Wemby will have to like have. I think Wemby will have to provide some good offensive value if they're gonna like, beat a team like the Thunder. I don't think it'll be enough for him to just
I
beat
don't. I
one of
don't.
the
I'm.
defensive games.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think
I
he will
guess some of
though.
the games. I
Like,
don't. I don't think he'll need to be consistent. Like, I don't think he'll need to drop like 30 and 15 every game. I guess is what I'm saying. Like maybe once or twice, but I
I'd
don't
also
know.
argue like against the OKC Thunder, I'm not exactly like too scared about OKC's bigs. Um, I think Wemby can
I
handle
don't know.
Chet,
Chet's a really good defender in his own right.
but
Oh,
haven't
you mean like
times they,
defensively?
yeah, haven't the time they came up against each other, like Wemby's come out better like almost every time. I don't know. I
What?
could be making that up, but I feel like Wemby has put a lot on Chet's head, like numbers wise.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know.
Wemby's just better. But I mean, Chet's a really good defender himself. Uh, obviously. I mean, obviously the Thunder have been there. Shea's the top 3 player in the league, whatever. Uh, we'll see
Oh,
how he
don't
comes back.
spoil
We'll
your
see.
number one, Jack.
Right. Well, we all have them number 1. We all gave our bottom our
Yeah, we
top
already
2
gave our.
too.
I don't know, guys. Phoenix is looking a
Uh,
little dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. That's on us.
dude, Luca and LeBron are on the same team. They're my number 1.
Straight up,
Uh,
bro. Straight up.
yeah, I don't know. Thunder. I
Shout
already know
out
about
Thunder,
them.
bro.
Yeah, there's not really much to say.
Me and Will talked at
Uh,
length about the
I
Jared McCain trade last week, and how much we were kind of pissed about that as Wolves fans that the rich get richer. So that was kind of frustrating, but because I'm a big Jared McCain glazer.
That's valid. That's valid. Well,
I will say,
he's been really good. He's put up like 20 off of the
I
bench in
know.
like the last three
I
games
just
or something.
I don't get why Philly was like, we have too many guards. We just have to trade him now. Like, I don't know. Spurs are doing fine right now.
Daryl Morey is an idiot. Daryl Morey is a known idiot. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's all there is to that.
I will say, I think Shea probably is going to need to play a little bit better than he did last postseason. Not that he was like not good or something, but like I think he's going to need to be a little bit more of his regular season self.
I think
Uh,
Jalen Williams is going to need to be better than last season.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Same difference though.
the offense is going to need to be better than it was last postseason. I think.
Yep. Which I think will be harder for them. After Chris Finch's like goofy altercation stuff with the refs, where he was like yelling at the refs and got ejected earlier this year, I believe it does seem that the Thunder whistle hasn't been as egregious.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, so with that, assuming that that media portrayal is even relatively close to accurate, it'll be harder for the Thunder, but they're still the number one seed for a reason.
Yeah, I mean they have a 11.4 net rating right now, and the next closest is the Pistons at 7.9.
Right, and
Like,
yeah, this is with Shea and Jalen Williams and Hartenstein missing a bunch of games, so it's
yeah,
yeah.
Alrighty. W
and they
list.
have the second highest margin of victory like ever, uh, right after the Charlotte Hornets this year. Shout out Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I don't even know how to like take that information. Like
TBA.
because there's gotta be something about the team where they're like I don't know. Uh, because that's as much of like a stat where like you blow out teams when you win as like you just lose your close games.
I think it's a
They're
good
just
sign on
bad
the
at
mental.
basketball.
I think it's a good sign on the mental. I feel like it's a good sign in that once they're up, they know not to like let loose.
Mm-hmm.
Like they know to keep pressing and not just like I think it shows they're more mature than the Timberwolves.
But
I guess is what I'll say.
it makes me a little bit worried about their clutch play. Not that like I don't know. Maybe they are kind of clutch. I really couldn't say. I don't pay that much attention to them.
Yeah,
But like because it does suggest that like because I mean obviously you can't just have all your games be blowouts. It suggests that a lot of their close games they just end up losing. You know?
not necessarily.
Well,
I
because if
mean,
you win close
if you have
games,
like another
whatever,
stat on that, that's a separate stat. I feel.
kind
I,
of,
I
but they
feel like
definitely are
it kind of just
correlated.
suggests they play close games against good teams,
I don't,
but which isn't necessarily a clutch thing. I feel like that's a separate stat, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. Anything else we want to say about the NBA? Okay, let's just give some like who if we had to pick our finals matchup right now, who do we pick? We would just pick our number one contenders that we had. Or,
Well, let me pull up the standings again. Let me see a bracket based
the
on
Spurs are a game and a half behind the Thunder right now.
yeah, based on whatever like bracket. I don't know.
Why does nobody have a bracket?
Uh,
Here we go. USA Today.
I would. I think I would pick. I think I'd just go with my top contenders. I'd just go Thunder, Celtics. To be honest,
Yeah, I feel like
with
that's like realistically the only way to go.
Thunder winning.
Probably.
I mean, when your top contenders are the top seeds, like obviously they have a favorable path. So like, there's
I
nothing
think
to say.
Thunder do come out of the West, and I think Celtics probably come out of the East. I think it's a little more interesting to look like Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals because like right now it would be like Nuggets, Timberwolves, like
Yeah, right now
could win
Nuggets,
that.
Timberwolves, and the winner faces the Thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah, like looking at the brackets right now, I
So in
think
that case, I'd
the
have
I
Thunder
think the
Spurs.
Spurs have the best bracket in the West.
Yeah, I
yes,
agree.
because they get to play the
100%.
Suns or the Warriors, and then they get
I
to
mean,
play
them in the
the
Rockets.
Rockets or the Lakers. I mean, that's just
Like the Rockets get the Lakers round one, and then they get the, Spurs probably. is also favorable, except obviously the
Right,
Spurs
except
we think are better.
yeah, right. And
But
I
both of them
do
have really favorable first
feel,
round
I mean,
matchups.
like unless they show otherwise, I don't think we can really say that the Spurs Thunder matchup is not favorable to the Spurs. So I mean,
Oh, just based on the regular season play.
right. So based on
Yeah.
Western's conference finals, I'll just give the Spurs that, and I'll say Spurs Pistons, I guess, which is a lot of inexperience, but whatever.
Yeah,
It'd be a fun one though.
I'm going Thunder Celtics. I like veteran or been there in the playoffs is what I'm trying to say. Pistons were
Yeah.
there in that like, what 6 game series with the Knicks last year. So I do think they'll probably get to the conference finals, but I think they need another year. This is if
Fair enough.
Tatum comes back, I think. But if they don't, then I could see the Pistons winning the East.
I'm assuming Tatum doesn't come back.
I still think the Knicks have a real shot, but I know you guys hate to hear that.
I mean, like it's that's more a reflection of just like a weak East than the Knicks.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I want to go on record and said you guys said the Charlotte over the Knicks is more acceptable than Charlotte over the Raptors.
I didn't say that was bad.
No.
I mean, we both had the Knicks over the Raptors in our thing, right?
Right.
So I mean, we didn't even have the Raptors
No,
on our list.
I did not say that. What are you talking about?
Right, I have the Knicks at 4 in my list, which I think is perfectly reasonable.
What I was talking about, I said Charlotte over the Knicks is more acceptable than Charlotte over the Raptors. No, the Raptors are like a super mid team.
I'll find the clip.
You might have said that. You might have said that. I can't lie.
No, I definitely said I would not hate Knicks being left out of the top 5.
You definitely did say that, and I think I agree.
I agree.
And I think you said
I wouldn't hate Hornets going over being I guess the 4 seed in that scenario in the top contenders and bringing the Raptors above, but that's not.
I do think having a team that's in the 10 seed right now, like any higher than like 5 is probably stretching it.
Oh, definitely. Guys.
No, absolutely.
It's almost like I was saying that 30 minutes ago, and everyone was like, "What?"
Just rage baiting. If we're done with the NBA stuff, I do have a question for the upcoming NFL draft. If there's any prospects that you guys want the Vikings to take, or are interested in, or anything.
Not really.
I'll go if Jeremiah Love is there, which he probably won't be. Because
that's what I was going to ask about.
Yeah, I think I would love if we got him. Otherwise, I think it's Gerard McCoy, corner from Tennessee. Yeah. Looks decent.
Yeah, I think he's also just as unlikely to fall.
You think?
I think he's more likely, but
I think he's definitely more.
I think he's more likely to fall, but I don't think he's going to be there either.
Yeah, I guess he's more likely just based on the odds, but I think it's also very likely that he does not fall. I guess
because I think if you made a big if I just did not considering positional value at all, top players in the draft, Jeremiah Love would probably be my 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'd scrap the comparison between them. I think he is also unlikely to fall to us in the draft.
Yeah.
True. Oh yeah, Mansour Delane I like a lot too, but he is mocked a little bit maybe above Gerard McCoy, so probably won't get him either. Otherwise, I'm seeing like a safety. This guy from Oregon we could get or something like that.
The guy with the long name.
I don't really want to butcher. It's just Dylan Thieneman or something. Thieneman.
What pick do you guys have?
18.
19. Okay.
That'd be a little high for a safety. But obviously, if you like him, you like him.
Right. No, I don't know. I just kind of don't really like taking secondary just because of Kwesi's infamously awful secondary picks.
And
I'd hit on them eventually.
But that's kind of had a really bad secondary as well. Because Zimmer would always want
use some
fucking secondary. And
offensive line wouldn't be a bad pick, would it?
No, not at all. We definitely
but we need a center.
Or
We need a center, and we're not picking a center in the first round or second round, to be fair.
We need like literally everything on the O line.
No, but like
That's not
centers just
entirely
don't
true.
go in the
Hey, your
first.
tackles are good, are they not?
Huh?
Your tackles are good, are they not?
Tackles are good.
Darisaw and
Christian
O'Neal.
Darrisaw is good.
Yeah.
Brian O'Neill is unk.
He's on
He's
fraud
like all
watch.
right.
He's on fraud watch.
Yeah, he didn't have a great
Yeah, who are your guards? Like Will Fries and someone else?
And Donovan Jackson.
the rookie last year.
I'm
Donovan
saying,
Jackson looks solid.
It's not that bad. It's just center you don't take in the first round. So like we probably wouldn't look there. At least that's the
I
mock.
think positional value gets kind of hammered a little bit too much. I think, if they're a good player, I think we just take them. To be honest.
I agree.
But yeah, I don't know what the center and guard depth is looking like this draft. So, or the top end. You guys want to hear who I want the Packers to take in the first round? With our first round pick that exists?
Is it not? Are you making a joke or?
No, it's It was the Parsons deal.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot about that.
What do we even need? We need corner really badly. And we could use some edge depth.
We'll take Parsons. We'll give you if Gerard McCoy is available, we can get Parsons off your hands.
We'll throw in Dallas Turner because you love him so much.
And Grenard. You can have both, and then we'll take Love back too, and you can have McCarthy as well in the deal.
That sounds like a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Max, do you have the 101? You have the 101 in the fantasy draft. Do you have a preferred landing spot for Jeremiah Love?
In the Diddy League?
Yeah, the Diddy League.
I don't know. The Saints.
Chiefs or Saints? Yeah.
No, not the Chiefs, just the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the Chiefs too. Now that
you really
they
think
have
the Saints are like a desired spot?
Eric Bieniemy?
Yeah. What?
Are the Saints really a desired spot?
I think relative to their draft spot, yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I think Jeremiah Love's a good enough guy, good enough that it doesn't matter all that. You just can't go to the Raiders, You can't go to a situation that bad. But if it's even okay, I think he's gonna.
The Saints aren't even a situation that's bad.
No, I mean they're mid, personnel wise for sure, but
right.
I like Kellen Moore.
I'm famous. I just don't like Shuck, and so I don't like. I don't think he's going to be that great.
I don't really think that affects him that much, though.
I don't know.
I think this is a Kellen Moore thing for me.
I think Tyler Shuck has shown that his floor is going to be decent enough that you don't have to worry about him being so abysmal that the teams can just stack the box every single play.
I agree.
He can at least throw it up to Olave.
I agree. I mean, yeah, obviously you want him going to the best team in the league, but that's just not.
Yeah,
the Saints are good value, I feel.
Okay, we want to wrap it up.
Yeah, we should wrap.
Okay.
Thank you guys for listening. Are we gonna be on next week, or are we gonna take should we do every other?
We can
every other.
Actually, I can't do next week.
We can just decide on
I got spring break.
We can decide next Thursday.
So I will not be here. So you guys can do it.
Oh wait, next week's your spring break? What?
Well, next Friday I leave for spring break because I'm going. But yeah, Fridays are.
Our spring break isn't for another month.
I know. I heard.
That's sus as hell, bro.
So if you guys want to do something, you can, but I will not be here.
I don't know. What's something you really want to do, Miles? Do whatever that is without you.
Mm-hmm.
Talk
about how good the Knicks are.
Draft.
What?
I said do an NHL mock draft.
Dude, I wish I had enough time to just actually scout NFL prospects and make a mock draft of my own instead of just because I basically just have to base off of what other people say because I'm not about to spend hours actually looking at these prospects.
Mm-hmm. Just do it, bro. If you wanted to, you would, bro.
True.
All right, guys, thanks for
All right.
listening. We will see you soon. Follow us. And other than that, peace out. See you guys.
Bless.
Word.